Howdy mates, good afternoon, how are we all doing? Hope you're enjoying your weekend so far. This is being filmed on Sunday, June 25th, 2023, and I'm over visiting a natural area, and this is one of the few natural areas that I'm going to keep the location a bit more exclusive, just because this is like one of the more quieter parks that I've been to down here, at least in this part of the state. So I'm gonna keep it, as I said, a little more quiet, as it were. But if you do already know where this is, kudos to you. But anyway, it's one of those times of years where more of the trails that you'll see my filming take place in, especially during this time of the day, during this time of the year in Florida, is in wooded areas. Because, of course, being in the shade can take off 10 to 15 degrees Fahrenheit from the initial sunlight exposure. But anyways, I wanted to point out a particular plant that I ran into, and I'm sure you're already seeing it quite abundantly. Here we have something known as the Sphagneticula trilobata, which goes by a couple of different names. Some of them include trailing daisy or even the creeping oxeye. Now, pretty as it is as a flower, this is actually considered a class 2 invasive plant. So what that means is it's capable of rapidly spreading in a natural area, but by no means has it caused particular harm to our other native flora. So this is in relation to the Asteracea family, and the thing is, you may be wondering, how is it spreading so easily? Well, let's put it this way. This plant uses a lot of vegetative budding. So essentially, if any part of the flower, or I should say the plant as a whole, whether it's a leaf or even a part of the flower, as long as it gets in contact with soil, it will grow a new plant. That's how easy it grows. And for another, it's really not too picky about what kind of soil it can grow on. It can even tolerate soil that is dry as well, which makes sense in a way because most of the soil that is found here is rather sandy. So water passes through it quite easily. But a distinction to look for on the petals themselves, you'll notice it has like three distinct, like three distinct points on each petal. And that's how you can know if it is a trailing daisy. But yeah, you can just see how spread out it is. Now, it is said that it was introduced back in the 1900s, of course as an ornamental, but apparently it is found in other regions of the globe. For example, the Pacific Islands. Apparently it's also classified as an invasive plant over there too. So it's one of those things where makes you think like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't about the plant. So it's like, if you don't do anything to remove it, it's only just going to continue spreading even more. But then the thing is, if you do try to remove it, it's going to do the same exact thing. If you don't remove every single part of the plant, even including the root itself, it's going to keep doing its thing. So yeah, damned if you do, damned if you don't, unfortunately. So it's one of those scenarios where you either just coexist with it, or if you do decide to remove it, perhaps consult with someone who specializes in that form of work. Because as I said, you literally have to remove every single component of that plant in order for it to even be a success. So, alright. Just thought I'd point that out to you guys, because I'm sure many of you have seen them on your property. So, just thought I would point that out with you guys, in case if any of you were not already aware. So, alright. Take care, you guys. Have a good one.